Hi viewers, welcome to my channel vijayatechandcraftworks. ఈ వీడియోలో sewing machine cleaning, tailoring machine cleaning and oiling దాని parts గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. ఫస్ట్ క్లీనింగ్ అండ్ ఆయిలింగ్ ద మిషన్. ముందు క్లీనింగ్ ఆయిలింగ్ ద మిషన్కి టు ఎన్షూర్ స్మూత్గా రన్ అవ్వడానికి ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎసెన్షియల్ దట్ ద మిషన్ be cleaned at frequent intervals and oiled regularly at all parts of the arm and the bed where lubrication is required. Smooth functioning ki ప్రతిసారి మిషన్ రెగ్యులర్గా ఇంటర్వెల్స్లో క్లీనింగ్ చేసి లూబ్రికేట్ చేయాలి. ఫర్ క్లీనింగ్ కిరస్ను యూస్ చేయాలి అండ్ అ స్మాల్ స్టఫ్ బ్రష్ అండ్ అ సాఫ్ట్ క్లీన్ ర్యాక్స్ ఫర్ వైపింగ్ ద మిషన్. స్మాల్ వైప్స్, సాఫ్ట్ క్లీన్ ర్యాక్స్ యూస్ చేసి క్లీన్ చేయాలి మిషన్. ఫర్ ఆయిలింగ్ యూజ్ సింగర్ ఆయిల్, నెవర్ యూజ్ వెజిటేబుల్ ఆయిల్ సిన్స్ దీస్ క్లాగ్ ద మిషన్. సింగర్ ఆయిల్ మిషన్ అయితే సింగర్ ఆయిల్ యూస్ చేయాలి. ఏ మిషన్ కంపెనీదో ఆ ఆయిల్ యూస్ చేయాలి. Squirt oil freely into all oil holes and wherever one surface rubs against or turns within another. Never oil the tensions. Run the machine to work the oil thoroughly into all the bearings. After applying oil, you should run the machine thoroughly so that oil will be spread to all parts of the machine. When the oil is completed, wipe all the excess oil from all parts of the machine. This excess oil collects dust. After applying oil, extra oil you should clean, otherwise it will comes as a dust, and too much oil on the shuttle, race or needle can cause skipped stitches. Too much oil in the machine, sewing machine, will cause to skipped stitches. Stitches correct ga raavu. So you have to wipe with the wipes. Oil regularly. You should oil regularly. For later oiling, 1 drop of oil in each bearing and oil hole is enough. It is good practice to oil the machine after each day's work or after 8 to 10 hours of use. After using the machine, every day you should clean it. For every 8 to 10 hours after using, you should clean it with oil regularly. Oil occasionally whether the machine is used or not to keep the oil from drying and gumming. If you are not using or whether using, you should regularly clean with oil, otherwise it won't get gumming. And another essential for sewing machines, these are the parts of the sewing machine you can see in the video. The first part is tension nut. You can see here one tension nut. This is tension nut. Second one part tension disc. This is the disc. Tension disc. Eyelet. Third one eyelet. Where we after keeping the thread inside, this will shake. This will be in steel metal and this is we called as eyelet. Thread take up lever. This is thread take up lever. To keep thread into the sewing machine, you have to uplift this fourth one, that is thread take up lever, so that you can keep the thread inside easily. It holds the thread. Thread guide. This is the thread guide. Fifth one is thread guide. And pressure foot. Pressure foot you can see here. This is pressure. Stitches will be up and down, stitches will come by using this pressure foot. Needle plate, this is the needle plate. It will be in the steel or black in color. Needle plate, slide plate, needle bar, pressure bar, balance wheel, spool, pin. These are the parts of the machine, sewing machine. Spool pin, this is the spool pin. Balance wheel, this is the balance wheel. We have to, while stitching, this balance wheel will be turned up and down, rotate, so that the stitches will be come on the cloth. These are the parts of the machine, sewing machine. And to know about more extra parts, instructions for using this machine, balance wheel stop motion. This device allows the balance wheel to run free. You can see here, if we in the middle there will be a steel round figure, we have to loose it and tighten it so that the wheel runs smoothly and so that the bobbins may be wound and the correct method of threading occurred. To get correct threading on the cloth, you should move this wheel correctly and the bobbins may be wound the correct method of thread occurred without operating the stitching mechanism. To loosen the wheel, hold it with the left hand and with the right hand turn the stop motion screw round toward you as it is shown in the figure 1. To operate the treadle machine, after loosening the balance wheel, place both feet upon the treadle and turn the balance wheel round towards you. At the same time, allow the feet to move freely and lightly with the motion of the treadle. Continue to do this until a regular and easy movement is occurred and you are able to work with the treadle so that you can restart the machine without the balance wheel turning in the wrong direction. When familiar with the working movement, tighten the balance wheel by turning the stop motion screw away from you and place a piece of material under the pressure foot. In the figure you can see it. Lower the latter by means of the lifter and again work the machine without its being threaded until you are accustomed to guiding the material. In the figure 8 and in the figure 3 and 4 you can see the material pressure foot. This is the positioning needle in needle clamp. And figure 2 and 3 you can see here threading the needle. To operate the hand machine, tighten the balance wheel and place a piece of material under the pressure foot. Then lower the latter by using the lifter. Now turn the handle around the way from you and to work the machine without its being threading until you are accustomed to guiding the material with the left hand. The advantages of treadle machine are higher speed, greater variety of work since both hands are free. To ensure perfect action of the machine, the balance wheel must always turn towards you. Do not work the machine with the pressure foot lowered or with the needle threaded except when sewing. The slide over the bobbin case must be kept closed. To set the needle, you have to raise the needle bar to its highest point and loosen the thumb screw. Hold the needle with the left hand and with its flat side to the right, insert it into the needle clamp. As far it is will go, then retighten the thumb screw. These are the instructions for hand machine. You can see here thread the needle. Here how to thread the needle. Here in the figure you can see turn the balance wheel under the lever. Place a reel of the thread. In the figure you can see how to thread the needle. Here you can see in parts they given numbers. Here turn the balance wheel until the lever is at its highest. Until the highest you have to, third one is showing highest, you have to keep the thread inside. Place a reel of thread on the spool pin on top of the machine and pass the thread through the notch downward between the tension discs from the back. You can see here in the figure 2 and 6. 2 and 6 here. From the back up over the thread guard. From the behind into the loop of the guard. From behind into the loop of the spring. And 14th you can see here. 14th. This is up and through the hole in the end of the lever. 3rd from the back down into the guide. 13th into the guide. Here you can see in 13 into the guide. It is thread is passing from ear to ear. And from left to right through the eye of the needle. Left to right from the eye of the needle. Here you can see 3rd one, 9th one, 9th, and this 9th point is left to the right. It is passing, needle thread is passing. Draw about 3 inches of thread through the eye of the needle with which to commence sewing. To obtain the best results, it is absolutely necessary that the needle should be of the size stated for the number of cotton, linen or silk. Here you can see numbers, linen, silk, it will be displayed here. Linen, silk, cotton, which material, that material you have to set and start stitching. To obtain best results, it is absolutely necessary that the needle should be of the size stated for the number of cotton, linen or silk as shown on the inside of the back cover. If rough or uneven thread is used, or if it passes with difficulty through the eye of the needle, the machine will not function satisfactorily. Here you can see the machine parts. Now we have learnt about how to thread the needle and instructions of the hand machine. Now we are going to learn about how to remove the bobbin case and bobbin from machine, sewing machine, hand machine. To keep the thread here, we have to, this is called bobbin. How to remove and fix the bobbin you can learn in this video. This is called latch and this is finger. With this one, we have to keep the thread, wheel thread inside and fix it in the machine. To remove the bobbin case and bobbin, turn the balance wheel towards you until the take-up lever is at its highest point. Draw open the slide in the bed of the machine and with the thumb and forefinger of the left hand, open the latch. In the figure 4, you can see the latch and with the bobbin case. This is called as bobbin case. While the latch is held open, the bobbin is retained in its case. On releasing the latch and turning the case downward, the bobbin will drop out. To wind the bobbin, loosen the balance wheel. To take bobbin from outside, you have to loose the balance wheel so that the bobbin can come from the machine. And place a reel of thread on the lower spool pin. Reel of the thread you have to place inside this bobbin pin. Tension bracket and onto the bobbin, place the bobbin winder spindle. Now pass the thread through the hole in the left disc of the bobbin from the inside. Press the lever where marked. Hold the free end of the thread and process to wind. Then after a few turns on the balance wheel, break off the end of the thread and again operate the machine as with sewing until the bobbin is filled. The winder stops automatically when the bobbin is full. Here in this figure you can see to fix bobbin thread. Here you can keep the bobbin case thread reel inside this part. You have to place the thread reel inside this part and fill the reel with the thread. After filling the thread into the reel, the machine will stop. The functioning of the sewing machine is very systematically designed. Here you can see how to operate the hand machine, everything. We have learnt about the instruction for the sewing machine, parts of the sewing machine, how to operate the hand machine. In the figure you can see, and how to thread the needle also we learnt in the hand sewing machine. This is how to remove the bobbin case and how to fix the bobbin inside the machine. And next we are going to learn about how to thread the bobbin case. This is the bobbin reel. This is the reel of the thread, and we have to fix the reel inside this one. We have to open this and we have to fix. For this, instruction is given to hold the bobbin between the thumb and forefinger of the right hand with the thread leading from left to right, as shown in figure 5, left to right. And with the left hand and hold the bobbin case and place the bobbin into it. With the right hand, draw the thread into the slit down in the edge of the bobbin case as shown in figure 6. Then pull the thread to the right under the tension spring and into its delivery high as shown in figure 7, delivery eye. To replace the bobbin case after threading the bobbin case, hold its latch between the thumb and the forefinger of the left hand and with its position finger opposite the notch at the top of the shuttle race. Replace it on the center or stud of the shuttle. Then release the latch and press the bobbin case back until the latch catches the groove near the end of the stud. Allow the end of the thread to hang free and close the slide into the machine bed. This is called as bobbin case. Bobbin case you have seen here. And next we are going to learn about how to prepare for sewing. To start sewing, first we have to see in the figure 8. Here it is the bobbin pin, lever and needle, thread. First we have to hold the thread, loose it and keep the cloth inside, and you have to move the wheel, balance wheel, so that the thread goes up and down and the stitches will come on the cloth. For this we have to see the instruction. To prepare for sewing, with the left hand hold the end of the needle thread. You have to hold the end of the needle thread, leaving it slack from the handle of the needle. Turn the balance wheel over towards you for the needle to move down and up again to its highest point. Pull the thread that you are holding and the under thread will be brought up with it through the hole in the throat plate as shown in figure 8. Yes, this is the throat plate. You have to pull the needle, thread inside the needle, which is the thread. We have to pull it at the end of the catch with the end of the thread, and this thread plate will move up and down. Turn the balance wheel over towards you to move down, up and against to its highest point. You have to move the wheel that is in the other side. This is called as throat plate, and up will be the needle thread. The stitches will come up and down. Here you have to place the cloth between this one, throat plate and needle. You have to place the cloth. Turn the balance wheel towards you for the needle to move down and up against to its highest point. Pull the thread that you are holding, and under the thread will be brought up with it through the hole in the throat plate as shown in figure 8. Place both ends of the thread under to the back of the pressure foot. To commence sewing, place the material to be sewn beneath the pressure foot. Lower the latter and commence sewing by turning the balance wheel round towards you. Do not try to help the feeding of the work by pulling the material, as this may deflect the needle and cause it break. The machine fails without any assistance. Here you can see how to remove the material. To remove the material, raise the take up lever. to its highest and lift the pressure foot. Move the material back and to the left and sever the threads by passing them over the thread cutter above the pressure foot. Leave a few inches of thread under and at the back of the pressure foot. You have to loose the pressure foot to remove the material. Now we have learnt about how to prepare for sewing, to commence sewing and to remove the material. And next we learn about how to regulate the tensions. How to regulate the tensions in the figure 10. You can see how to thumb nut. Thumb nut. This is called as thumb nut. To regulate the tensions, you can see in the figure. For ordinary stitching, the tensions on the upper and under threads should be equal, so as to interlock both threads in the center of the work as above. If either tension is stronger, then the other imperfect stitching will be result. This is called as correct stitch. Second one, needle thread tension too strong, needle thread tension too weak. This is the thumb nut. Fine fabrics require a light tension, while heavy materials want more tension to obtain a perfect stitch. The tension on the needle thread should be regulated only when the pressure foot is down. To get correct stitch can usually be obtained by verifying the tensions on the needle thread. To get correct stitch, we have to verify the tensions on the needle. Always use thread with corresponding size of the needle as per table on page 3 of the cover. The length of stitch can be altered by loosening the thumb screw, moving it upwards lengthen or downwards shorten stitch. Then tighten the screw. To change the pressure on material, for ordinary family sewing, it is seldom necessary to change the pressure on the material. For ordinary family sewing, it is seldom necessary to change the pressure on the material. If sewing fine silk or filmy material, relieve the pressure by giving the thumb. To increase the pressure, give the thumb screw a few twists downwards. To turn a corner, stop the machine when the needle is rising up still the material. Raise the pressure foot and turn the work using the needle as a pivot. Then lower the pressure foot. You can see in the figure thumb nut. These are the tensions. And now we are going to see the small hints so that you can do tailoring by using sewing machine easily. These are the hints given here. Machine working heavily. If the machine runs hard after being idle, oil with the paraffin. Then run rapidly, wipe clean and oil with oil. The belt should be only just tight enough not to slip. If too loose, shorten the rejoin. Needle breaking. Check the needle is not bent, upper tension is not too tight and pressure foot or attachments are securely fastened. Avoid pulling the material and do not sew heavy seams or thick goods with too fine needle. Thread breaking. If the thread needle breaks, check that the machine is properly threaded. Upper tension is not too tight. The needle is not bent, blunt or set incorrectly. The thread is not too coarse for the needle. The thread take-up spring is not broken. It should not be broken. Should be the under the thread break. Loosen the under tension and see that the bobbin case and the area under the tension spring are free from fluff. Skipping of stitches. Check the needle is correctly set, blunt, bent or too fine for the thread. Stitching looping. Check the spring is not broken, then the upper and under tensions are equal correctly. Then both bobbin case and needle are properly threaded. That the thread is of good quality and of correct size of the needle. Material puckering. See that the both tensions are equal. If you are aware about these hints, you can use the sewing machine easily. Okay viewers, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video.